Alright, hello and welcome back. So we did talk about silhouette a lot, right? As you can see, it can be very helpful when drawing dynamic poses of your characters. It's not always necessary, but for our process here, it's something that I want you to go through. So that's what we're going to do this time. This is going to be quite quick, and well, I already have quite a dynamic pose, right? So I don't think I will have a lot of trouble with my pose being recognizable, but maybe there's some tweaks that we can do here, so we're going to take a look at it now. So we have the air going up, we have the face here. So for example here, I can kind of already tell that this is going to be a bit of a problem here, but we'll see it later on. And for me, I feel that this is also an exercise on gesture drawing. Some people will just draw the silhouette, so they'll be doing that exercise that we did, but instead of going through poses with lines, they will go, and shapes, they will go with it through silhouettes. Because if you do a silhouette of a drawing, you will make sure that the pose makes sense. Now, of course, none of this is refined right now. Oh, I drew on top of it. Did I? Yes, I did. Haha. I'm just going to redo this very quickly. So we have here our silhouette. So I feel that yes, the pose is still quite recognizable. This eraser was too big. The pose is still recognizable, but I think we can do a bit better here. So for example, one thing I'm seeing is I think this leg is much bigger than this one, so I'm going to shorten that a bit. So you see, you'll notice some mistakes when doing the silhouette. But this here, I'm going to erase this side a bit. This way. Also here the leg is a bit too thick compared to this one, see? So let's change that. Okay, this is better. So this is part of refining your character even. It doesn't need to be perfect, but it's going to help you understand the pose better. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this hand yet, I'm going to be honest with you. So for now I'm going to leave it and see other things that are as important. So this here is also very too strong, so I'm going to, or too thick, so I'm going to make it a bit thinner. The braid here might look a bit weird, but I'm going to leave it for now. Alright, so also these white space are very important. As we've seen in the previous video, having white spaces in the pose is very important, otherwise it's just going to be a black blob, a black spot, and you won't be able to figure out the pose. So be sure to have some white spaces in your pose. If that means to give to tweak a little bit the perspective of your pose or exaggerate the movements a bit more, you might want to change those things. You see, we had the hand, it was turned inside, right, to the inside of the body, so you could barely see the hand, you could barely see what are fingers and what aren't. And now that I decided to change the hand here in my silhouette, I feel that it gives a complete different feel to my pose. I really like it how it is right now. It's just shame that this one isn't showing, but we can actually try something. We can try it, I don't know. Instead of going this way, we can going this way. No, it's too weird. I think I'll leave it. Otherwise it's like all the arms and legs are going everywhere. It's just too weird, but I like it how it is right now. So, and I think you can tell what's going to just shorten this leg a little bit more. What is the character doing? I can even maybe tilt it a little bit this way. Yeah, I think I really like this. I'll just do some more tweaks. Of course, you can do this forever, so it is important to know when to stop. But I'm going to do just one tiny bit of experimenting here. Alright, yes, I think this is good, and I'm going to leave it this way. So this is what we had at the beginning. Of course, it gives a bit more dynamic to our drawing, right? Because you can't tell where each shape of it is, and here, well, you can't tell where everything is, right? But you can tell that the character is running, and you can tell where each limb is. It's very clear what the character is doing, and if the character has something that will easily identify him, so for example a crazy hairstyle, a hat, anything that will help identify the character. You can even identify a character just by its silhouette, like we've seen in the video before. It's something that is really fun to see in Pokemon, for example, is that every Pokemon that you see, you can recognize them with the silhouette. They even did that mini game in their show, right? When you came back from the ads, they would ask you, who is that Pokemon? And you would see the silhouette and you could tell which Pokemon was, because the drawings, the character design of them is made so well that even just with the silhouette you can recognize who the characters are or who the Pokemons are. So that is something really important and to have in mind into account. So don't skip this step. Do a very simple silhouette of your character. Update your project if you want to with the silhouettes. This way, if you have everything posted in the project section, you can actually see your process and you'll see the changes your character went through. So I think that's really fun. And I will see you in the next video where we're going to start refining our characters. So I'll see you there.